if you look closely to the radar, we're kind of surrounded here. There's only one thing we can do. Run. Greetings, Rigil Agateiades here, and today we're on the 650 cost Geymalk. Gey from geezer, I guess. It is a support type mobile suit designed for new types and has a tremendous amount of lasers. We'll start off trying for an all-out attack using all the lasers on this thing. It requires us to charge and fire the laser standing still, which is really sad, and because of this most of the time it doesn't pull off. Wait for it, and he doesn't appear. Something else appeared behind us. If we stand still like this, we're definitely getting stabbed from behind. Let's deal with that first. He's trying to cap. What are you even thinking of? All out attack. Fire. Disappointingly low damage due to the huge spread, and we get absolutely chopped up by the Girahzulu. Good thing he didn't charge his Beyblade attack. If he did, I'm pretty sure we're dead. We drop some funnels to annoy him back while we pour everything we have onto the pilotless general type. Pilot respawns just in time to see his suit explode. Poor guy. Now the weapons of the Geymalk. The shoulder-mounted beam launchers have the longest range, stagger, and the highest damage, but it requires us to stand still to fire. Then you have smaller beam cannons, grenade launchers, and funnels. The all-out attack is very tempting to use, but very hard to pull off. Due to its spread, it's very easy to hit walls instead. Girahzulu incoming definitely charges Beyblade and trying to attack from below, but the Geymalk has the skill to increase depression. Stopped him right in his tracks and caused a lot of pain. With funnels, we don't even have to risk getting hit back around this wall, and with a barrage of everything we got, he leaves with that sliver of health. If you cycle the weapons correctly on the Geymalk, you can fire pretty much non-stop. I usually do shoulder cannons, then finger cannons, then mother funnel, but most of the time I just throw random stuff since I'm an old type. Enemies from behind, not like we can do anything about that other than pray, and our passive skill activates. With this blue aura, the Geymalk when under 30% health gains defensive buffs and ignores staggers from damage accumulation. Doesn't change the fact that you get absolutely butchered in close combat though, and the fact that you're already almost dead when it activates doesn't help at all. Respawn. Someone's sneaking up on our left, only the shoulder cannons could reach and they missed. If we have to name a weakness of the Geymalk, it has to be its lack of range as a support type. Most of its weapons have a range less than 400 meters. Still looking out for the guy on the left, but he seems to not want to get close anymore. Time to go to the middle of everything. Girahzulu definitely wants to Beyblade. We'll give him an all-out attack when he does. Boom! 6,000 damage. Another hard thing to get used to on the Geymalk is the lack of a weapon on its sides. Everything is symmetric and you can't gain an advantage by peeking out only the gun like most suits. The lock-on range of the funnels are really long though, making them a lot easier to use than most funnels. Mother funnels follow above our heads when in use, but it will clip into the ceiling like this, so be careful. The lack of range on this thing is really quite frustrating. Invincibility period doesn't prevent funnel lock-ons. We'll wait for the invincibility to expire and fire. Someone's on our left on the usual raid type route, but it's a general type. We'll accept the challenge. Only one beam cannon hit, but that's already a lot of damage. We'll try to follow up, but we don't have the mobility to chase him. Girahzulu appears again on the right. We'll lock onto him and let go when the invincibility is over. But if you look closely to the radar, we're kind of surrounded here. There's only one thing we can do. Run. Somehow we got away with that, never punished, and we spam our ridiculously long-ranged funnels again. They only hit enemies from their sides, but that's enough on this map. Girahzulu, what are you walking into, and how on earth are you still alive? Someone behind us? Usually we'd get staggered by that shot, but the activation of the Psycho Field ignored that, and we keep pushing. Psycho Field is the official name of the passive that activates when we reach 30% health. We're still quite slow though, so we didn't catch up, and we catch the Girahzulu instead. Sometimes I wonder what he is doing. We try to save the teammate on the other side of the wall, but we aren't fast enough. Can't challenge the Quibbly on our own at this range as well because we are so low health. Instead, we'll be a bigger bait and let our teammate handle that. Ready? Boom, and he's gone. Okay, another problem on this Geymalk. Its turn rate isn't horrible, but it definitely isn't like the Zoc who can 180 in one button press, as we struggle to lock onto the guy below us. We tried to do the low health bait again, but no fish took the bait, so we wasted a couple of seconds here. Could have been a kill if we just cycled our weapons instead. Back to the usual combo of random bullshit go. There's too many weapons on the Geymalk for my old type brain. Definitely could have cycled them better with more practice. Tricky situation here, we're slightly behind on points and we are really low on health. We don't want to push too hard since our team can probably respawn in time. If we die here, we'll miss out the entire next wave. Time to stay at the back and not attract too much hate. Good thing the funnel allows us to fight pretty much from safety. We try to lock on the general type, but he gets behind the pillar. Instead, we get the Gira Zulu again, Kek. More random bullshit go, but this time it actually does a lot of damage. 4000 damage from the shoulder beams, that's almost like our all-out attack most of the time. Speaking of which, this might be a good time to charge our all-out attack. Enemies can only come from in front of us now. Is he going to appear from the left, or are we going to take the right? We'll take right. That's only half the shots that hit, but with a shoulder beam that is more than enough. Still, we don't want to get too much hate, time to fall back. Oh no, we're stuck. This thing, like last week, is once again a pretty big chunk. Beam, grenade launchers don't quite stop the Gira Zulu, but he is so close we can just use our really quick stabbing down attack. Time to get away for real. And we proceed to get stuck again. This thing is too large for this map. Uh-oh, we're stuck both up, down, and now sideways. This is, not good. Let me out. No! Final respawn, just being there to throw more random things at opponents to save our teammate hopefully, and time's up. Nice comeback victory. And this Geymalk is definitely an interesting machine. You have to tread carefully on the line between life and death due to its short range, but it rewards you with a lot of damage doing so. That's it from me this week. Latest.